All right, I just wanted to go over image resizing real quick. So I'm going to show you, say you're in here and you've got your crop tools, and I actually just had an issue a minute ago, and I wanted to show you something else here too. So if you go to your crop tool and you don't see any options up here, what you want to do is click on this tool options. You'll notice that up here I've got something here now. You can also toggle your navigator, which is all these little tool palettes here that are on the right. You can turn them on and off here. So if they're missing or you accidentally click them off, that's how you get them back. There's a couple different options here. If you know exactly what pixels that you need to resize this to, both horizontally and vertically, you can enter a number in and crop right to that. Unfortunately, Pixlr.com only measures everything in pixels, not inches. That's one big difference of Photoshop. You can also do aspect ratio. So 1 to 1, notice it's only letting me do a square. Okay, you could do 2 by 3 or 4 by 6. That's the same if you do your math. So say we wanted 6 by 4. Okay, that's going to work for a 4 by 6 print. Okay, see how that's pretty much a rectangle? Then say you wanted a 5 by 7, which is a different crop ratio. There you go. That doesn't look totally different, but when we go to 8 by 10, then you'll really see the difference. 10 by 8. This is much more square. So depending on what kind of enlargement or size you want, you'd want to use this aspect ratio. And you can just enter in the inches. It's not going to necessarily make it that many inches, but you'll get the right aspect ratio without having to guess what it is reduced. In this case, it would be a 5 by 4, or 4 to 5 ratio would be an 8 by 10. Anyway, enough of that. Don't want to do that. Say you want to just do it however you want to crop it. You want to be able to crop it like really skinny, you can do that. So anyway, we had discussed in class, and you can go back on the original lecture to see that. Some different ways to crop this image. We kind of decided that we wanted the edge here to not be showing. So I've got that. Let me bring it up a little bit. I might be able to bring it down just a smidge more. So say you've got this here, okay? But you need this. Say it's a 20 megapixel camera. Well, you don't want to necessarily upload a 20 megapixel image. So what you're going to do is you're going to change the image resolution. So right now our current resolution is 1,245 pixels wide by 1,058 tall. So it's almost a square, but not quite. So if I go to image and then image size, by the way, here's your rotation things here if you need to do that. Constrained proportions basically means it's going to keep it the same. If we don't, like just say for example we said this should be 2,000. See how that's like jacked up? It squeezed it. The reason it did that is because it wasn't in proportion. So say the editor said, hey, I need a copy that's 800 pixels wide. Okay, so we have 800. When this constrained proportion right here is clicked, it will automatically give you the height. Same thing, if you put in the height, it will give you the width. So that's how you get the correct size if you did need to get an exact size. So now that's been reduced, then you would go to File, Save. And we're going to be saving things as JPEGs in this class for the most part here. 80 is fine. If you want to go up even higher, you can. There's some other image formats here that we can go over later, but that gives you an idea of how to save it. Another thing too, you can actually save to your computer. If you wanted to retain your layers over here, because you weren't done with it yet, you'd save it here as this PXD file, and that will only save, I believe, to your hard drive. Well, actually, nope, you can also save it to a Pixlr library, whatever that is, I'm not really sure. Anyway, so there's your saving options. You can also save into Flickr, and if you already have your sets created, you can save it right into your set. So that's really convenient. You don't have to download it, then upload it. So say that's this is going to be levels, and actually this should be renamed. Oops, I already saved it. This should be renamed. I believe it should be Andrew _ Silk _ Pixlr, and then this is going to be the edit, because we already saved the original. So that's technically how you should be saving things. And then you want to make sure it's in the right set. If you switch to the Pixlr project, okay. It's working. Please wait. All right. So say this was already dodged and burned or whatever you wanted. Now you have to go into creating a black and white image.